Greetings, gamers. Pittsburgh Weiss Schwarz back again. Hololive Gamers time. Alright, Andy, kick us off with this first card.
Alright, gamers, we got this Korone level 0. That's a lot of words. Choose one of your Hololive characters, rest this, give 1500 power to it, and it bonds to Okayu Nakamata Starry Skies.
And Fubuki or Kami, Kon Kitsune.
Kon Kitsune.
Is that how she says it?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Fubuki. Except that she's a meme queen.
Shut up, Brian, you nerd.
What?
She's a scat man.
She is a scat man, yeah. Okay.
Classic.
Yep. Card sucks.
That's not great.
It was a banger of an opening. Card's bad. E.
Whoa, hold up. This doesn't have a... This Korone doesn't have a gen whatever trait on it. What are the traits on
Yeah,
this?
it does. Gamers.
It has gamers trait.
Yeah,
Gamers.
Korone is just gamers trait.
I thought they had, like,
No.
3 traits.
No. Fubuki has 3 traits.
Fubuki does.
Because she is Gen 1 and gamers, yeah.
Oh, is Korone only a
See,
gamer?
Brian was
She's
going
not
to say
from a
that.
gen?
Brian was going to say exactly what I said, but then I said it louder
It's
over
true.
top of him.
It is true.
Yes, but that is why.
She's a real gamer.
She's a real gamer.
She's only a gamer.
She's only a gamer, yes. She is a dog.
That dogs are gamers.
Yep. D for dog. Card's bad. Better card. Next.
All
Right.
right, gamers. Next card is a level 0, 1500 power Korone. Character across from this cannot move. If there are 5 or more cards in your hand, this sits at 5500 or 3500 math. 3500 anti-runner if you have 5 or more cards in hand. Seems better than the anti-runner from Gen 2, which only gains power on attack, but it gives power to other things.
Yoshiko.
But yeah, this seems more generally useful as a level 0 anti-runner because it sits large.
Yoshiko anti-runner slaps.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Yoshiko's always 35. You can't, like, tri-field or something crazy with this, though.
You could. Just trigger. You can tri-field. Just trigger a plussing trigger. Boom.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Just be good. And it's always good. I mean, okay. Oversized, like, real talk. Oversized anti-runner is just a really good profile, right? Like, that's just a good plussing 0 profile. Even if
Sure,
it is
you
only
say so.
35. Like, it's a good card.
You're the gamer here, not me.
Look, we're all gamers. This is gamers time. This is the time for gamers. I'm gonna shut up. Next card.
Gamers rise up.
Oh, I guess I gotta keep talking. Fubuki, level 0. On play, mill 2 gains X power. X is equal to 1,000 times the Hololive character's milled. So it could be a 4K. And then when the battle opponent of this becomes reversed, choose one of your characters and it gets 1K. So it's like a 4K, and when it kills something, it gives 1K somewhere?
Why?
Yeah, it's kind of bad. Not kind of bad. This is really bad, actually.
On reverse give power is fine, but it's kind of weird when it's stapled to a level 0 that's, like, pretty weak.
This is like one step above
whole.
unplayable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess at level 0, though, like, you swing over... Assuming your mill 2 hits, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're at, like, 4K, you hit over their 3,500, since, like, as we talked about in the last video, 3,500's the new 4,000, right?
Or no, it's the new 3K.
It's the new 3K. I don't know, right? Everything's 3,500 power, so if you can get to 4,000, you hit over it, you power something else up, but then this shrinks back down anyway, and it gets clapped right back, so...
Still bad.
Yep.
Yeah, not great.
Tanner, go ahead.
The fuck?
1-0
That art.
Fubuki. This art is fantastic. It does not look pixelated whatsoever. And on attack, pumps a character 2.5K.
If you need a reverse, it's fine, I guess. It's
Sure.
You say 2.5K like it's a bad thing.
no, it's definitely not if you're looking for reverses in a
It is all it does, which is fine. But like, Ryan's right. You gotta have a reason
Yeah,
to play
I mean,
this. Yeah.
speaking of looking for reverses, we'll be talking about a card in just a moment here.
Yeah. So let's get through
You
this
can
one real quick.
On
then.
it with Rammer.
You can spawn it with Ramorous. And then side
Ooh,
attack.
ooh! I do like that as a Ramorous target because you can pump itself, or you can pump something else.
Right.
Yes.
Ooh, that is a kind of juicy Ramorous target, isn't it?
It's like a C-.
Everything's a Ramorous target if you believe hard enough.
Everything is a Ramorous target. Ramorous slaps.
If you side attack, everything is a Ramorous target.
Ramorous is a real gamer.
He's a real gamer. Speaking of gamers, next card. Well, they're all gamers. It's not fair. Back to Andy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, gamers, we got this Cake Korone Halloween hat because it's Halloween time. When you play this, you get 500 power times the number of your Hololive characters, counting herself. Us in the biz call that Yuki power. And when you attack with this, if Date at Home is in your Climax zone and you have another Hololive character, choose one of your characters. Can be her, can be anyone else, and that character gets the effect when the battle opponent is reversed. Search your library for a Hololive character, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle. I am a big fan of this effect. I love it. This is like the card from Bang Dream. The what are they called? Raz.
Q2.
Yeah, it's like Chew 2. She's even got the animal ears and everything. But I like being able to like, even if, because that's the weakness of a on reverse combo, right? Is if your opponent doesn't leave your reverses, you can't do your combo.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they have runners, or if they have any sort of weird shenanigans. But you can always get triple combo with this as long as your opponent leaves you one reverse. Because you just stack them all in the same lane. And that's probably the optimal thing to do anyway.
Yeah, I think most of it probably
it's
is.
best for your compression that way. Swing when
It's
you have a
also-
lot of
You also have more
good hits in your
knowledge
deck. Yeah.
about where your opponent will be. Where if you stack this on the last lane, it's after the attack that you do your pluses, so you know where your opponent will be. You can have more informed searches. So it's upsides all around.
And it's off choice. Like the Chew 2 is off like a book. This is off choice. This is pretty premium.
Yeah, this card's pretty good.
Is this like one of the primary combos people have been leaning towards competitively?
This has been paired with the Rushia in the most recent competitive report that we have seen from Kilua of Strictly Broken. On kilua.wordpress.com, you can see from the Japanese meta report that of Hololive decks played in non-Hololive events, where Hololive decks were played against all different kinds of decks across the Japanese meta, the most recent one, there were 5 of the total Hololive decks, the most Hololive decks that played Korone level 1 and Rushia level 3. So Korone is the top combo right now with the deck that they are playing the most. So yes, to answer your question. The answer is yes. It is being played because it is selective. The Korone deck does have to put together specific cards pretty quickly. So that is why they want a more selective combo.
Yeah, you get that cool selectivity.
And like 8 Pants has some like fragility to it because of like the Climax lineup. Choice Pants is like pretty rock solid comparatively. So the trigger lineup is good. There are a couple other choice combos that are being like vied for that deck in that slot. But they're also like, you know, a little bit more selective. I believe one is like a Watame cigarettes. And then there's this card. And then there's the Flare, which is like completely not selective at all and needs a lot of support.
But it twin drives.
But it does twin drive. But this card is really fucking good. Art's also really good. Korone's a cutie.
Yeah. Art's cute.
I'm a fan. I like Chutu. In terms of an on-reverse combo, this is like pretty premium, like Andy said.
I like Chew 2 as it is, but like on choice, that's like...
Yeah, it's really good. Yuki Power is also good too. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna be, what is it? That's 2-5 up to 7, 8k in the one lane.
Mm-hmm.
And then whatever other pumps you have, you're calling your
you
shot.
You stack all your on reverse searches in the same lane. And I like this card so much better than the one I don't remember who it was from the one trial deck that was like the same sort of effect on the gold bar, but it was a salvage. I like this because you're digging the cards out of your deck. I love it.
Oh, the Fubuki.
Good dog.
Good dog
Oh,
indeed.
yeah. Good dog. All right, next card.
All
Yeah, but Ryan, go ahead.
2-1 Korone combo, and that's not to backup. 2-1 Korone backup. It is a 3K 2-1 counter, and it is also a level assist.
Also a
What?
big fan of these cards. I'm also a huge fan of these cards.
I generally do like the cards that play double duty. They give you a lot more flexibility in your deck. If you need a level assist for some reason, or if you need a backup to help you protect something in particular, I feel like this card is a decent one or two of.
It's proactive and it's reactive.
Fantastic in like standby decks. You either have like your assist on you either stand by this out to give power on the field, or you hold it in your hand to give power.
A really interesting deck building option. Because
Josiah has one of these actually. That's where I saw this first.
There are like better
I
assists.
like it a lot.
There are like better assists, and there are also better counters. But if you only have like minimal slots, this card fulfills both duties. So slot efficiency cards are always get a plus in my book. So I'm a fan.
Yeah, I think I like the C plus here.
Yeah, I don't know if it's super great, but the fact that it's like striking a balance between
C plus is fair.
two low count profiles, right? And it fulfills both slots. Pretty cool. All right, next. We got this Fubuki. On play from hand to stage, if you have another Hololive character, you can draw a card, then ditch a card, and put the top card of your deck into your stock. So draw, ditch, stock top, so it plays for free, as long as you have another character. And then at the start of your Climax phase, you can pay one and ditch two and bounce this back to your hand. Use a Fubuku Shirakame. How do you say this again, Brian?
Kon Kitsune.
Kon Kitsune.
Say it with like vigor, like you did the first time.
Fubuki Shirakumi Kon Kitsune in your waiting room and put it into the slot. This was it. So it's a way to early play your 3-2 Fubuki. DD3-2 Fubuki. I like that it's all on one card, unlike the other level 3 combos. The other level 3 ones we've seen that early play at 2 have been like a pretty big stretch to put down. This, like, yeah, you do have to discard 2 cards, but it is like, you know,
a solid first effect too.
Playing for free, also popping itself back to hand.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't do anything but change, which is the drawback, right? This card has no other purpose.
Well, filters.
It does, I guess. It does filter and play for free. But minimal purpose outside of summoning the Fubuki. I guess it's okay.
Yeah, I think for summoning the Fubuki level 3, which I remember being all right, I feel like it's pretty solid.
Just okay, I guess. Tanner. Oh no,
We lost Tanner.
he's gone.
If we say Kon Kitsune all and time
we
together,
come back?
maybe he'll come back.
Everyone summon Tanner back.
Kon.
Hello?
There he is.
There we go.
We did it!
Oh, got him.
Holy shit!
He summoned him
Can't
back.
believe it.
That's staying in.
There
I'm
we
not
go.
gonna cut that one out.
I do want to say that I said like 5 times and realized that my mic wasn't on. Ditching the 2 characters does hurt because for the Fubuki to work, which we're about to find out here in a second, you do need to ditch another character. So it does burn a lot of hand.
Okay.
Mm.
So pretty hand intensive combo.
Hmm.
Alright. You got a rating for us, Tanner?
Oh, I did not rate.
Don't make me
Just
chant
did.
again.
Alright.
It's a one-time deal.
Alright, Tanner, you can read us the 3-2.
All right. 3-2 Fubuki Kon Kitsune. It is a when this is attacks, you may pay 1, ditch a card from hand, and if you do, it gains 2k power and the following ability: when its opponent becomes reversed, burn 1. At the start of your opponent's draw phase, if This is in the front row. Choose one of your characters and give it an additional 4K.
Misakuro with
So
draw phase plus 4K.
it's another one
What?
of those potentially summonable off finisher profiles, but it also has that.
Good in standby. Right?
Yeah, that's a great standby target. Yeah.
Yeah. It's good
What's
even if it goes. Yeah, like it's good as a. What is it? As a card where like you hit standby and you replace a card in front row. You give a card 4K. It has to be in your front row. Yeah.
Which is lives. Yeah.
It's a good standby target. Yeah.
Card is probably fine. I don't think it's that great, but okay.
I think it's solid.
I like the off finisher effect too.
The fact that it can come out at level 2 and just sit really big, I think, is maybe relevant with the changer.
I
Yeah.
don't think you change into it. I think you stand by it.
Yeah, I think it's a standby
Well,
card.
Real gamers would stand by.
It comes out at level
Discard.
2 one way or another.
All right.
It just lives.
Last card, back to Andy from the
This is
trial
it?
deck.
The last card?
No,
Oh,
from
for
the
trial deck.
TD,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, 1-0. Camera event. Look at top 4 cards from your library. Search for a Hololive character from among those 4. Let's go to waiting room.
Oh wait, no, this is just the last
I know
yellow
that this
card.
card apparently has some shenanigans around it.
No, it's just the last yellow card. I lied. There are more TD cards. I'm sorry. I'm a liar.
Oh, well, whatever.
It's
Yeah, we didn't
camera.
get-
All I've been
Popping
hearing
Alpha
people
yet.
talk about was the Gamers event. Is this the Gamers event?
This is the gamers event.
Okay, so there has to be something else here. Like some this has to be like a
There-
central point somewhere.
There are ways to add this back to your hand. It's like bondable. So it's like a pseudo Azusa. It's a way to get deck speed without playing the like Subaru Azusa. So it's like
Both.
it's like a different package. It synergizes better with green. Green doesn't mesh well with the Subaru package because you're already yellow-blue. This synergizes better with green because green has good early game cards like 0 and 1. So you can play this with green cards to get your deck speed. But yeah, I mean it's camera. I don't know what else to say.
Haha, hashtag gaming.
You're a
Lisa.
gamer. You play this event. You
It's
play
true.
Call of Duty. You play this event.
I don't even. Apparently, this has some other synergies and stuff. So
Yeah, there are.
I'm
there are a
excited to
couple
look forward
other
to it.
cards that work with it.
It's hard to rate like a
Vanilla camera.
vanilla camera.
Mm.
Like it
See?
is deck speed the card. Like yeah, it's just a C. It's always a C. All right, next. Who is this?
B-Dog, this is you.
All right. Level 0, 500 power, Okayu. When this card attacks, if you have one or fewer other characters, you can put the top card of your deck to waiting room. If it's a level 0 or lower character, put it in any slot in your back row. And when this card becomes reversed, if the battle opponent is level 0 or lower, you can put the top card of your opponent's clock to waiting room and put that character in clock. It's a level
Honor
0
bomb.
clock bomb that also spawns.
Honor bomb.
Fine. I prefer the spawners that set your top cards so you can more reliably
Chizuru.
spawn.
Yeah. Chizuru spawners are much better. This is a 500 power zone bomb though. Maybe that's relevant. If your meta is overrun with 500 power overloaded go to memory cards, you could play
Yeah,
this as your quote unquote plussing 0 that also deals with your opponent's memory cards.
So
As someone who is an expert on this card profile, as I've had to play a lot with it because I've had no other choice.
Oh yeah, this card does exist in No Game No Life.
it's a no game, no life. Yeah. I
This is a
stumbled
No
in.
Game No Life card.
Yeah, and as we'll see later, as I've heard, there's a special Korone that is also a No Game No Life card.
Oh, and
that,
Gibber. Yeah, this is just all.
It's just
a-
No
No,
Game
not
No Life.
Gibral. Not fucking Gibral, the Shiro Runner.
Oh yeah.
This sort of effect. Shut up about Gibral. We're talking about gamers here.
This is just No Game No Life, which is a
Gibber is a
gamers.
gamer.
Yeah, these That's
these
the
two
flavor.
card profiles, I think it actually is. It's really good for them. But they work really well together. This works really, really nicely in tandem with the top 2 rearranged runner. Because that's kind of what the opening play is a lot of times for No Game, No Life. And probably for this deck as well, if you're playing this package, would be you play the Shiro runner down, you look at the top 2 cards of your deck. If you see that there is a level 0 that you can hit, you then field this Okayu down and swing with it, knowing that you're going to hit it. If you look at the top 2 cards of your deck and see that, no, you're not going to be able to hit a level 0, then you just swing with the Shiro runner and save this for next turn. And on the next turn, you have the Shiro runner, you play this from your hand, then you have 2 characters. On your second turn, you have another chance to hit this. Make sense?
She's got a rice ball in her mouth.
Yeah, she does.
This does play.
Rice
Did
ball.
you pick up what I put down?
Yeah, no, that was a good one.
Pick it up? Yeah.
I was trying to
the-
undermine your good point with a meme,
Oh.
but it was unsuccessful because your point was good.
But yeah, I guess in tandem with the Korone runner,
Just
this
jelly
card is
donut, jelly donut.
jelly donut. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a jelly donut.
it's a hamburger.
Hamburger. what anime calls it a hamburger? What dub calls that a hamburger?
I don't remember.
There is one. I know what you're talking about. I've definitely heard that before.
I don't remember all.
Hamburger.
That was completely instinctive. But yeah, they were jelly donuts and Pokemon.
Yeah, they were jelly donuts and Pokemon, and then there was another anime that called them hamburgers. If you remember what anime called onigiri hamburgers, put it in the comments. Let us know. All right, next card. We got this Mio. If you have 2 or more other Hololive characters, your other Korone Inugami Birthday Party and Mio Okami Summer Festival and Candy Apples gain 1,000 power, which are the level 1 and level 3 combos respectively. And it is also a 5-card draw Brainstorm. We got the 5-card draw Brainstorm for gamers. Pretty good with Korone actually, since Korone needs a reverse, right?
Yeah.
I believe the Mio is like a Mocha style combo, so just cross turn power there doesn't really do a lot. It does gain power, so it's gonna put it at like 14, I think. It gains power in Climax combo, so it'll swing in at 14. Pretty cool. So
Hold up. What's the Mio do?
it's like Mocha, I think.
Yeah, I think it just like filters the top couple.
It's like
cards of your
Mocha and it
deck.
gains power. It's like
Its own
Mocha and
power.
it gains its own power. Yeah, it's bar.
Well, I mean, Mocha's played though.
Yes.
So like, these are 2 really good combos in a trial attack.
Yeah, they're definitely better than average combos for sure.
It's because they're gamers.
Do you think you actually run this gamer Brainstorm? You think you actually run this?
No.
Um,
No, probably not.
A number?
If you desperately finding yourself needing the power on Korone for some reason, maybe, but probably not.
I think Korone gets enough power by herself, actually,
Mhm.
to be played in any deck.
Well,
I'm gonna be
what if you
honest.
What if you find yourself in a meta
She
where
gets to call her shot, and she swings at 8k, dude.
your opponent, every one of your opponents is fielding 3 9.
Oh, is that a gaming reference? She calls her shot?
Yeah.
Her shot of
One
Call of
shot,
Duty.
one kill. She plays, dude, Gamers, Call of Duty, Captain
Match-
Price, Soap.
match my insane pace.
I've got it all. It's insane.
I've never seen a 113 and I never fucking will.
I never the 113. Oh my god. That's a good one. Good job, guys. You really are gamers. All right, next.
Whose card is this?
Tanner?
Hanner.
Yeah. Alright. Level 0 Mio. Discard a Climax from hand to waiting room. When this is either placed from hand to stage or placed from stage to waiting room, you may pay this cost. If so, choose a character in your waiting room and add it to hand. So you can only do this once? Not
No.
both, correct?
You can do it
both
both.
times. Okay.
It's an auto ability, so it triggers on play or on death. It's just a better bar filter. 'Cause it happens at 2 check timings. So it's just better than a normal bar filter. Like just straight up. Right? I'm not.
Yeah, but it's
insane here.
understated for that reason.
Yeah, it's 1k power instead of 2k.
But
I
double
don't think
the
that
chance
matters.
makes it more playable. You're not playing a level 0 for power, unless you are.
Unless you are, in which case you're explicitly.
You're not playing a Climax.
Yeah,
lever.
you're explicitly playing it for that reason. Yeah, I think it's good. I like it. C+. Only playable for bar, I think.
Two filters better than one filter.
Now, do you think you play this over like just a drop salvage or something?
No.
Like
I don't think
the
it's that
dope
good.
ass drop salvage that milled 3.
No, I don't think it's that good. I think it's
You could maybe run it because this is costless though, which is nice.
This is for.
I could see myself run this.
This is for like any bar deck, right? Like 8 bar. Anything over 4 bar, you would want to play this.
Or bar pants or
yeah, bar pants. It works with it does work with any trigger. Any trigger that adds a climax back to your hand would be really good with this.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think it's. I think I'm with Tanner. It's like it's up.
It
in the
is
beat.
good.
It's kind of like
good. Yeah.
It is solid. You just need the right deck for it.
yeah.
All right. Next.
All right, gamers. We got a pouty Okayu for this next card. Your other character in the front row, center slot, gets 500 power. She's just standing in front of a brick wall.
Sure. Yeah, I guess.
It's just the most insane background on a card. Everyone else is like on like an idle stage or something. She's just in front of a fucking brick wall.
It looks great in SR. The brick wall's shiny.
She turns her characters into brick walls too. Look at all that power. 500 power global, 500 more power to the center.
Makes your characters brick walls.
It's just a global 5 with 500 to center.
It's clearly a brick wall, Carmen. I don't know what you're talking about.
This card sucks.
She's a house, dude. She's a brick house.
Our house in the middle of the street. D.
The gamer house.
No, it's like an F. It might be an F. D minus?
Makes your character so strong.
Your center character. It is a costless 1k to center.
I think globals can only be so bad, but it is like there's other good power pumps in this set. Play it in your brick house, Okayu waifu.
Vanilla next.
I think you're just skipping all the cards that I pulled.
I always, me too. I also pulled the Sora foil. Like I pulled the Sora foil, and I pulled the other. I pulled another foil vanilla.
Yeah, all foil vanillas.
Whose card is this?
I think this is mine.
All right.
1/1, 5500 power, Mio. When your other Hololive character attacks, this gains 1500 power for the turn. If it attacks last, it gets 3k, swings at 8/5, and it has hand on core. Cool.
No Game No Life has this card too.
I hate it.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's a 1/1 that sits really small. And it only swings slightly larger than average.
Yeah, if it got like more power on attack or something and got up to like a really juicy power threshold, maybe I'd like it a bit more, but you're giving up all the defense for like a marginal amount of offense. Not worth.
Definitely not.
All right, good. Next.
Yep.
Got this Okayu, 2/1 for each of your other back row Hololive characters. Gains 2500 power. It is a 8/5, and then that was 11k. It sucks.
It is 11k.
Yeah, it's bigger than the
Pretty beefy.
If this were No Game No Life, I'd probably play this card.
Mm-hmm. Good. Next. All right.
Yep.
On to the Mio, Tanner.
All right, 3/2 Mio. When it is placed from hand to stage, you may heal 1 to waiting room. When Climax combo, if you have the bar, you may pay 1. If you do, look at the top 2 cards of your opponent's library, choose up to 2 of them, put them in the waiting room. And it also gains 2k cross turn, so it will be 13k on attack, 12k cross turn with no other assists.
Yo, is that the Climax card from Kimi no Nawa? Your name?
It does have a
Your name?
it does have a comment in it. Is that spoilers?
Maybe.
No,
Maybe.
it's not like on like.
I mean,
the...
I guess it's on the.
Well, I don't know.
promo
Maybe if
art.
you bring it up like that and draw attention to it, then maybe yeah.
Sure, you're the one who said it.
I just referenced the movie.
You can't fucking come at me with that. What the fuck?
No, I mean, to be fair, it's on like the cover art, so it's not a
Oh my
spoiler
god,
unless you
stop
say,
making
"Is
the
that a
card
spoiler?"
big.
Dude, she's the catalyst. She caused the whole movie.
It's on me.
All right, so what? It's a healer. It's a mocha. It gains 2k, so it's gonna be
12k
if
cross
you
turn,
have the
13K
12k on
attack.
its own. If you have the brainstorm down 13. If you have the level assist and the set down 14.5. Right? 14.5 cross turn. Pretty big on turn, and it's mocha. You don't have a way to early summon this one, right? This is just a level 3.
I
Correct.
believe so, but
Okay.
there is a double
There's
combo
ways
with
to
this.
There is a
Alright.
double
Easy.
combo, yes.
It's a double combo?
Yeah, there's a level 2 combo with this card.
Oh my goodness. This keeps getting better and better.
Mocha.
You gotta pay 1 for this. Mocha's free. You have to
Look.
actually pay 1 for this, but
Mocha just gets you there. Your opponent always cancels on 3. Card's probably fine. It's on bar. You know what? I'll give it the double plus. It's,
listen,
like
if there's a double combo,
it's not quite a B for me.
The double combos just basically to
I
guarantee
played
you have this combo
so
next
much
turn. That's all it
Symphogear
does.
lately, and like everybody just cancels the Mocha. It doesn't matter when you do it. Mocha just does nothing. So it's like
okay, so straight up is the why do you have to pay 1 for this? Is it
because the power
like,
cross
the original
turn.
Mocha you didn't have to pay 1. That was a
It's-
cross turn power.
Yeah,
Cross
it's
turn
2k
yeah.
cross turn. Yeah, so it'll be a 12k cross turn base.
The
After you
fact
play
that it's
the
a double
combo.
combo makes me like it more.
All right, so we're getting into the booster cards now.
Here we go.
For sure. All right, gamers. We got a 2K gamer counter. You can use it on your other Hololive characters too, but especially on gamers. Can I read the next one too? This one's pretty boring.
What do you mean? This card's an SSP.
It is. You get an SSP 2K counter.
Yeah, it's just a 2k counter.
2K counters are
There's a
good.
2k costless. There's a 2k Leafa. There's a 2k free stock. You got all the options here. Doesn't matter. You can read the next one, Andy. Go ahead.
Oh, hooray! We got another Mio. This one is also on the Your Name Climax. Hell yeah. For each of your other Hololive characters, this gets 1,000 power. It's like way better than the Trial Deck Oki that just sits at 11k. This has a Climax combo too. And then when Sky of Shooting Stars is played, if this is in your front row, put a card from the top of your deck into your stock. Choose a Mio Okami Summer Festival and Candy Apples in your waiting room and return it to your hand. Is that the finisher?
Yeah, it's the
The 2D
finisher.
finisher,
I
yeah.
forgot to put it on the slide. My
Get a-
fault. I'll
Get
fucking
a free stock
Get it
and
right
grab
now.
your finisher. That's pretty nice.
Well,
You get
free
the
free
stock
stock. You have to
here.
pay 1 to play this card.
so
You
it
know what I
refunds
could
itself.
see? Huh?
It refunds itself because it's a
Yeah.
2-1. Yeah.
You get a free
Yeah,
stock,
but
but you have to pay 1 to play it.
You know what I kind of like? Maybe standby into this, like standby into the double bar combo.
Or you stand by into the Sora combo and it feels much better.
Yeah, but it's not a double combo. It's not
You're
the
right,
gamer
but it comes
way.
out at level 1.
It's not the gamer way. You can stand
Sora's-
by
Sora's
into
not a
this
gamer.
beefy target. Then you just keep playing, slamming bars, getting stock, getting pluses. Listen, Tanner, I just learned that this card existed like 30 seconds ago, and I already came up with a whole archetype. All right, give me some credit.
Well, why wouldn't you
Alright.
just play the Sora standby bar?
That's what I said. You just played the Sora.
Never mind. Sorry.
Because Sora's not a gamer. We covered this already.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sora isn't a gamer. He's an idol.
Sora's cringe. There, I said it.
You're
Gamers are pog. If you're a gamer, you're
Gamers are
pog.
cringe.
Only gamers will know what that means.
All right. Is this actually? I don't know. If you're playing the Mio finisher, you probably play 1 to 2 copies of this for sure,
Probably do
right?
play this to help set up your finisher.
It's like
yeah.
just okay in just that deck. Like,
Yep.
But I guess the argument too is like, do you even need this in the first place, right? Like this is just refunding. This isn't netting you stock. You're just like breaking even with the stock.
yeah,
It is- you could just,
it basically
like-
makes it a salvage for playing your bar.
yeah.
Or your
You
card.
turn your bar and this card into your hand into your finisher for a following turn. That's all it does.
I guess maybe looking at the deck self-contained, you have the choice combo at level 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
The choice combo can grab this because it has a soul on it for level 2.
Yes. That is the idea.
I guess it's a little bit underwhelming though. They could have made this like a little bit more incentive to play this, I think. But it's still solid, I guess.
All right. Next, Ryan.
All right. Got Mio with some juggling sticks. During your turn, all of your other Hololive characters gain 500 power. When your other Hololive character or this card is placed from your hand to the stage, you may look at the top card of your deck. And when you play a Climax, you can pay 1 if you do salvage the Gamers event.
It's like an Amagi, but it's delayed.
Yeah.
Yep. That's literally it.
Gives you information when you play cards.
You slam the bar, you get back the event.
And you plus.
Yeah, you plus. You plus and you mill. Like that's literally it. Like I don't want to joke about it, but like it's that simple. You play the bar, you pay the stock, you get the card, you mill your deck.
Are decks that are playing the Gamers event playing this card at the moment?
Yes. They're playing 2 to 3 of this card for sure.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
500 power on your turns, like that's like actually a little bit relevant. And the giraffe effect's a little bit relevant too. It's a lot of nice pretty words on one card.
Literally delayed Amagi.
Mm.
I think. It's like a just under like super playable
It's fine,
like
yeah.
staple card. You again, it's like these Hololive cards are so hard to evaluate because like you have to be in these packages, right?
Right, yeah.
Like,
if you're playing the specific deck with this event and also are playing the bars to the point where you have climaxes to slam often, then this card is good.
I mean, I suppose, but even like the last card we talked about, though, right? Like you could just play the Gamers event on its own. You don't need this card.
Yeah,
you
sure.
could like is it worth playing this?
Well, no, this is
first place?
This is the only way to add the Gamers event to your hand. Outside of drawing.
Is this the whole Gamers package?
This is it.
This was what was so hyped up?
Yes. It's Amagi. It's the late Amagi.
Oh my god, it's Amagi. Who cares?
It's good. Amagi's good.
I mean, Amagi. Okay, yes, Amagis are good, but like, I was expecting a little more. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, the gamer package."
It's good. Okay. It does.
It's a camera and an Amagi.
It does. It does read.
It's like being a mobile game.
Okay, it does read. It does read
like
as underwhelming, but like when you play it, it does feel really strong. So people were pretty hyped. That's all I got. I'm not gonna try to defend it.
I mean, I'm sure it feels good to play. You know what I mean? Like I've played with cameras before I even know you could.
Well, it's like it's better than an Amagi, right? Because you don't even have to mill on that turn.
You kind of get like you get the best of both worlds with it. Like both Amagis and cameras feel good to use.
And you get both.
Looking at the top card of your deck feels good. Giving 500 power feels good. I mean, it's just a bunch of stuff that feels good.
And she's got the juggling sticks.
And you know what? I guess you can run as little or as much of this as you want, right? I mean, you probably run higher on the events or something, but you don't need to run a ton of this card. You could maybe run like 1 or 2 of the Amagi and like 2 or 3 of the event.
Yeah.
You don't need to go all in on it.
No, you don't. Especially because like the combo can add events. So. Alright. We can just move to the next card. Whose is this? Is this mine? Mine?
It is yours, yes.
Okay. When this attacks, choose one of your Hololive characters. That character gets 1500 power times the number of events in your waiting room. Remy pump effect. And then it has an act ability. Reveal the top card of your library. If it's a Hololive character, this gains falling ability of the turn. When this attacks, you may instead choose a character in your opponent's back row and have this front attack that character as a defending character. Instead, you must discard a character from hand, and then you have to coin flip.
I think these effects suck ass.
Yes, they
But
do.
I guess you can combine it with the last card, where you at least get to see the top card of your deck and make sure you hit. There's a lot of top checking, so at least you can make sure coin flip's going to hit before you pull the trigger.
If you played this card, yeah. I don't think you do, though. I think this card's kind of whatever. Event Pump is good.
Yeah.
Event Pump is good.
I'm not usually a fan of the attack the back row cards. I think they're usually way too overcosted and like not good enough to be played. But the fact that this is stapled to the event pump, maybe the event pump pulls up the floor of the card enough to where that fringe secondary effect can like actually maybe see some decent play.
Maybe.
What's your response to that, Carmen?
What? That the power pump is good enough to carry
the
the
power
other
pump
effect?
carries the card, and because
if you're playing a ton of events, maybe it's like it goes in the slot of a Shimakai, and then it's just randomly in your deck.
I guess what I'm getting at is like I would usually not include a discard a character, coin flip, attack a back row card in my deck because they're usually pretty shit. Yes, it could sometimes be useful attacking a back row, but that's like for the hefty cost that goes into it, you know, it's for it to really be worth it is probably few and far between, but the times it is, it could be really impactful. And maybe having that super, super fringe but powerful effect stapled to
is good
a
enough,
much more usable 1500 times power pump. Maybe that's what it takes for this sort of attack the back row card effect to see play.
Mm-hmm.
It also doesn't require an open lane in front of it too. It can have something in front of it that it just doesn't want, like Benimaru in front of it, and you don't want to crash and burn yourself. There's fringe uses, but again, it's just for the most part.
That is a good point. I didn't think about that, but yeah.
If you're playing,
I mean,
like
usually
that
these cards
event,
don't require that, but yeah, that is like a good point. If you don't want to have to crash it into something like a Shirogane or a Benimaru or something.
But yeah, I think if you're playing a lot of events, I think the event power pump might be enough just on its own to carry this card. The attack the back row effect isn't useful often, but occasionally there will be an annoying back row character on your opponent's board that you do want to deal with, and this card is also relevant in those cases. So while not fantastic, I do think there are use cases for this card.
All right. Let's get into the booster. Whose card is this? No?
This is me.
Go ahead.
1-0 Caillou. When this is placed from hand to the stage, if you have another Hololive character, gets 2k power for the turn, so it's 6k on play. And when it attacks, if you have foot Climax in your Climax zone and 2 or more other characters, top check up to 3, choose one, put the rest in waiting room.
You're not going to read that Climax name, Tanner? You're not going to read that for us?
It is. Yeah, it says foot.
Okay. That's close enough.
Is it true that we were talking about this last night? Is the triple rare Climax worth less than the original?
Yes. The triple rare. No, the triple rare is worth less than the OFR. But the OFR
because the foot's cut off.
No. The OFR and the triple rare cut off the foot. The foot is only visible on the base rarity.
What? Really?
Yes. It
Yeah.
is cut off on both other.
I like that. It's a reward for real gamers. Real gamers who don't have the money to spend on SPs. They get rewarded.
So this is a 7K.
It's the true everyman's card.
This is a 7K on. This is a 7K on turn off bar. Top check 3 that adds anything. You can add events. You can add climaxes. You don't have to reveal them to your opponent. Can you stop making the climax bigger?
It's not me. I'm not doing it.
Who did it? It's Tanner. Gotta be Tanner.
I have no idea what you're talking
It was
about.
It was Brian. I saw
No,
the red
it's
outline.
Tanner.
No,
It had to have been him.
It was not me. It could have been me, but it wasn't.
No, Tanner's the Wolverine. We know.
I
He's
think
the
there's a
anonymous
gamer. I
Wolverine.
think there's an imposter among us.
Yeah, the Amogus.
Among us?
And
Sus?
okay, so like,
Choose up to one among them. Put it into your hand.
oh
Among
my
Us?
god. So about the combo, this is a super premium combo, right? Like it's off bar, it mills, it adds anything, it can add the event. It swings at a decent power line. It swings at 7. The bar synergizes with the other event card, the Amagi, because you're going to have extra climaxes in hand. Bar level 1s are always good because every extra attack you do is an extra chance to get into your level 1 climax. Yeah, that's all I got on this one. This one's pretty simple.
Yeah, you actually can take anything off. That's like
Yeah.
an actual
Yeah.
Cosma.
You can
Like,
take-
top
yes.
3. You can take a
anything,
climax.
Take a climax, take an event, doesn't matter. Take whatever you want.
Gamers rise up. There we go.
Yeah, I think this combo is just
That's a
good.
really good card.
It's really good, yeah.
B plus. I don't
Yep,
think it's
agreed.
super crazy, but it's pretty good.
Is
Fucking good.
Is this better than the Korone?
I
I like the Korone a little bit better.
Different-
I really like
different
the
combo. Different
Korone-
kind of combo for a
Triple
different
Yeah, the Corona is
Yeah.
more selective.
different
if you're
combo for a different kind of deck, right?
If you're playing a deck that needs to set up faster, the Corona is probably better. If you
This
don't care as much
Both
about
of them
your flush.
are really good. Like the choice trigger and search is good. The gold bar and top 3 is good.
This is like I don't care about selection, but like the deck speed and the add anything is strong for me. So you play this. I think if you don't care about selection, this is generally better, right? Like if you don't,
Surprised you guys aren't giving this a straight A.
I don't know. It. You know what? It probably is an A. It
You
probably
might be-
is an A. Yeah.
You might be right, yeah.
It probably is an A combo. It adds anything. It mills cards. It's off
It's
bar.
On attack
7K?
deck speed off bar.
Non-interaction. Probably
Yeah.
is an A. What more do you want? Maybe it's because I haven't seen it in Hololive decks recently, because everybody's been playing the Rushia, and it doesn't like mesh well with that shell. But like that's not a hit against the card. The card's still fucking good.
Card's good, yeah.
It's got a foot on it. A for foot. Is that what you wanted out of me, Andy? Oh my dude.
Oh my god, put that in my little box. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
All right, here, hold on. Hang on.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah, there you go. Just put it right there. Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Nice.
You gotta add that as an emote on Discord.
There you go.
There we go, a little Discord emote there.
Thanks, Tanner.
For all you gamers,
I
who
know
don't
you
what
did
Discord
it.
is.
I don't
I-
know who you're talking
I didn't
I
do
know-
it. I didn't
No,
do it. I was thinking.
you didn't
I
do
was
it.
thinking about it though. I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I
Tanner
don't have the
definitely-
skills to do that. I don't have
Tanner
the Photoshop
did it.
skills to do it.
I actually thought about it too.
Tanner
It's
fucking
really
clipped
funny.
it.
We all thought about it.
Okay. All right, next card.
Good job,
shows,
guys.
Shows that we are true gamers.
Yeah, we are.
This is back to Andy, I think. Right?
You're just saying that because of the Brainstormer, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Once per turn, you play an event card, choose one of your characters, gets 1,000 power. Here we go. Flip over Brainstorm. For each one hit, look at top 3 of your deck, choose up to one of them, put it in your hand. Now, I always say this when we get to a check 3 Brainstorm. Is this the one that finally gets played?
Nope.
I can't think of a reason you'd want it. Your level 1 combo, if you're playing the Okayu, already does that.
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah,
bad.
the event effect doesn't give enough power either. If it was like more power, like the Goblin Slayer one that gives like 2,000 power, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's when you trigger it.
Yeah, this is when you play an event.
I think if the power pump was more substantial, I think if it was like a 2,000 power pump,
It'd be better.
probably
yeah.
still wouldn't get played, but
It would be better.
I digress.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, not the worst card I've seen in my life, but I mean, it's
Probably don't play it. You probably don't play this in the gamers deck.
you probably don't play it. Yeah.
It would have to be in something. Because weren't you rambling, Carmen, about like one of the decks like being real hard up for deck speed?
No, that was a
I think it
slime.
was Rent a
That was
Girlfriend.
Rental
I think it was
Girlfriend,
Rent-
yeah.
It was Rent a Girlfriend, yeah. Rag.
Rag is hard up for deck speed, yeah.
I don't know.
Hololive
Maybe
is not.
if there's a variant of Hololive out there that really needs to just get through that deck, okay, use your girl.
Yeah, and you can't play Ozisa or Camera.
I guess you
play
can put the
both.
Ozisa in anything.
Camera and Subaru are the same color. Just level blue
True.
and go for it.
Alright, next. Caillou.
All right,
Brian,
2-1 Okayu. Level assist. And also auto, when your character's trigger check reveals a climax, you can discard a climax. If you do, choose a character in your waiting room and salvage it.
Too
Oh,
late.
come on. A climax assist, too? Oh, man. Come on.
Level
Too
2
late.
is
Good.
yeah, it's a little bit late. You have
Too
to
late.
like stand by it at 1 to make it worth it. But
The-
then you're not getting the benefit from the climaxes you want to be triggering.
Choco's better.
Yeah.
Choco's better simply because it's a 0, even though the filter is ungodly worse than this. Like, the filter on this is good. Like, the climax support effect on this is good. I'm not going to tell you it's not. It's the fact that it is a level 2.
Yeah, what was the Choco filter again?
Top 2. Choose,
Discard a climax.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm back at that now. I think that's being on a level 0 makes the other one way more playable.
Yep.
it is an option, though. I'm not going to say it's, like, really bad. It is.
I mean, if you really like that climax swap effect, you could honestly run both. You know,
You could. Yeah.
split them in some number
You
and
could
like
upgrade, yeah.
upgrade later in the game. Yeah.
But it is just online a little too late for me.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
All right. Last Okayo card here. We got this 3-2. When you play an event, up to once per turn, this gains 2k. And then on the turn this is played from your hand to the stage, when this attacks, you pay 1. Your opponent puts the top X cards of his or her library in the waiting room. X equals 6 times the number of Hololive Gamers events in your waiting room. Mill your opponent 24
Now we're playing.
for 1 stock. That is gaming. You are gaming.
And now this is how you stop the new event slime that has 20 memory.
Oh
No,
my god,
that
that's
is
like a double
Boom.
refresh point.
yes.
Per each one of
Oh,
these.
well, holy
on
shit! You
attack.
could play multiples of these. You
If
could
you-
just
Yep.
You just killed
Yep.
it.
If you do this at the right
Off
time,
finisher.
you could refresh your opponent. If your opponent has a small enough deck, you could refresh your opponent 2 times per Okayu. Which would be really, really funny. If anyone ever kills someone with this, please come back to this comment section and let us know. You give us
I don't think it's-
the story.
I don't think it's entirely out of the realm of possibility.
No, I
though,
think
right?
the card's actually probably fine, right?
I think that's a fine. I think that's a good off finisher effect. I think it's a little bit unfortunate that it probably won't see play compared to the two that we talked about in the last video. The
Well, like
on play or on attack ditch 2 burn 1, and then the Subaru,
no.
which is
I
like
think
pay 2 burn 2.
I think in decks that are like playing bar choice, because I think the Gamers package pairs pretty well with the Coco finisher, which is like an Icy Tail-ish kind of finisher. I think this card goes pretty well in those kinds of decks. So I think this card probably will see more play than you think. Because this is basically pay 1, uncancelable, burn 1, right?
Right. Yep.
Right?
It can be, yes, but
I think in most cases it probably is if you have all of your events set properly.
well, here's the the cruel, sad part about it, I think, right, is this card has a useless second effect, whereas the other two off finishers in the previous video we mentioned both healed on play.
That is true.
That is the problem.
That is true. This card has no relevant on play effect. So you'd have to have like an already like decent threshold of healers in your deck to be playing this. Which like maybe you do.
Oh wait. I had a super gamer idea here.
What's up?
Oh fuck, Mamross is calling me.
Oh, hang up.
Here, while he's
I
waiting,
hung up on him.
Okay.
No, but this is like the most gamer idea ever. Like, check it out. This card in a standby deck, right? 10-5's pretty beefy. It's a solid standby target. And then you just start milling away.
Like it's only on the turn it's played.
Oh,
from hand, yeah.
Oh, my perfect idea ruined.
No,
that would be sick. That would be sick.
Oh, that would be so good.
If you just start milling your opponent out every turn.
Triple standby these, and then you just like keep throwing.
Yeah, it's just fucking free burn ones. Yeah, it would be sick.
Yeah, no. What you do is you slam 3 of these and hold 4 gamers in pack or 4 gamers events in your hand. These are 18-5s. They hit over the Aki bodyguard.
It's only once per turn.
It's only once per turn.
They're 12-5s, yeah.
You were foiled again, just like me.
I can't read. This is sad. Never mind.
Gaming foiled once again.
I do think the card is better than you might think, though. And I think we're already all fans of it anyway, so
yeah,
I don't have to show for it.
In most cases, this will be a pay 1 uncancelable, burn 1 if you have your events set. So
I have caps lock on. Okay, there we go.
It's definitely not bad, and it's very funny.
It is hilarious. Imagine you're like, okay, mill 24, and your opponent goes like, what? Like, what do you mean, mill 24? It does get your opponent out of like, what if they have like a big grave but a small deck? I think it's really good in those situations, right? Like, they're compressed.
Yeah, if their deck's all cancels, you just
run
keep
mill
them
it
out
out.
there.
Yep.
Okay. I'm starting to. Okay, you're making me come around. You're making me come around.
It's a lot better than people would otherwise think. I think when you read it.
Yeah, almost Fumio-esque in that regard.
Yeah.
So I have a quick question.
Yes.
So say your opponent has a 20-card deck - grave collectively. If it refreshes twice, does the point go in the middle of that or after all of the refreshes?
After all of it.
The point uses the stack.
After the entire.
Yeah, you would take a refresh, then take a refresh.
Okay.
Because you have to finish the effect. You would have to finish the effect, and refresh points would stack. Because they go in the bucket.
If it was the other way.
Because refresh points have to pop out of the bucket immediately when they are next able to. So if 2 refresh points go in the bucket, they got to pop out immediately after the next effect finishes, which is the Sokayu.
So, like, let's say you theoretically went through their deck twice with this.
Yeah, if your opponent has a 19
they would go
card
through
grave,
it, shuffle,
right?
go through it, shuffle, and then refresh point.
Yes. That would be how it would work, yes.
Okay.
Because the refresh point goes in the bucket, you finish the effect, which just happens to be milling cards. Then they refresh again, another refresh point goes in the bucket, point, after Okayu resolves.
The gamer bucket.
The gamer bucket.
I don't want to think about those implications.
Those, because of the implication. Next card.
If you're a gamer, you know what a gamer bucket is.
All right, moving on. This is a 0 Korone. This is when this is placed from hand to stage. Look at the top 2, rearrange. At the start of your opponent's attack phase, there's a character in front of this. It can run to any open slot. This is a totally unique profile that has never been printed in any set.
Welcome,
ever.
gamers.
Right, Andy?
Welcome, gamers.
Well, actually, the statting on this card is correct, Carmen. It's not overstated.
Yeah, it's not overstated.
It has a condition.
It runs away. It runs away.
The Shiro doesn't run away. The Shiro is a free runner.
If you're 1K or 1,500, you don't fucking give a shit.
You don't.
Yeah, it's irrelevant. It's just a better version.
This is my favorite runner profile in the game. I think this is the best runner profile in Weiss Schwarz.
It's pretty fucking good. We like the dog.
I don't know. I like the Megamine runner from Konosuba with the Climax filter effect, but
That is also good.
That is really good. Maybe that is
Okay.
good. I just really, really like Scry, and there's just so much.
If you're
good
new to the
synergies,
game,
especially with the gamer package.
if you're new to the game and you're like, what do you mean? Why is this card so dumb? All it does is run away. Like, I don't get it. So, like, cards that you play at level 0 that you expect to live, cards that we call this like a field plus, right? Because, like, you play it down, it attacks, and then it lives, and then it gets a chance to attack again because it dodges combat. If you play other card games, it has, like, quote-unquote evasion. I don't like using the word evasion for Weiss Schwarz, but the closest thing we have for a card like this, right? But then this card also has another effect, which is Top Deck 2 Rearrange. Top Deck 2 Rearrange is a scalable effect, which means that it scales well throughout the game. It's relevant throughout the game no matter what. So this isn't just a card that's valuable at level 0, it's a card that has use all throughout the game. And that's what makes this card so good. It's like a super scalable, really good field plus. Which means that, like, you know, you just have less dead cards in your deck at any point in the game, which is why the card's so good. Okay, you
Compare
can
it to
continue.
something like a 4K level 0.
Which does nothing else, yeah.
Both this and the 4K are going to live cross turn, but this does something later in the game when you play it too, when that power threshold stops mattering. But yeah, I love free runners. I like them better than mill runners for sure.
we hate mill runners.
Mill runners
I
make
hate
you
'em.
think.
Climaxes.
Mill
And
runners make you think. I hate to think.
And actually, the top 2 effect in context of the gamer stuff, with anything that has like a camera effect, right? Or where you're brainstorming, you play this card down and then it like informs your next play. Like in the later terms of the game, like Carmen's saying, where like you still play this card down for value, how you would like get the value off it. You play this down as like the first thing on your turn, and then you look at the top cards of your deck, and then that opens up a number of lines of play for you. If there's a card on top of your deck that you know you want, you can use maybe another level 0 that will draw and discard on play, or maybe one of your level 2s that will do that. Or you could use your camera and just look at a single card from the top of your deck and take it to your hand, and then still know what the next card down is. You could look at those top 2 cards and say, there's a Climax on top of and these top 2 cards. You can choose to go to your attack step and trigger that Climax, if it's something you want to trigger, or you could immediately go for a Brainstorm and not have to play the guessing game. If you're going to hit with it, you know that you're guaranteed to hit with it, which essentially lets you turn the top 2 effect with this Korone into a true plus. I like to think of it as the first time you make a correct decision that you would not have made otherwise had you not known those top 2 cards, then it has like become a plus, kind of. I just love this card profile so much. I have to gush about it.
It's fair. It's a good profile. Good card.
Mm-hmm.
Good dog.
Good character, yeah.
And yeah, I shouldn't have spent all that money maxing out No Game No Life. I could have just bought a Hololive trial deck.
This is a place.
Well, this
this is
is a
a
double.
booster.
This is a doubler.
This is a booster card.
Thank goodness.
All right.
Yeah, no gamer, no life.
Next card.
I think we're back to me on this.
I think so.
Yep.
It's 2/1 Korone, level assist, 500 times the level of the stuff in front. This is startup, so you can discard a Hololive game character from your hand and rest this to search your library for a Hololive character, show it to your opponent, put it in your hand, then shuffle your deck. Or you can rest this, discard a Hololive character to bounce one of your opponent's characters.
It's the event, not a character.
Yeah. Hashtag
Discard the
Hololive
gamer's
games.
event. Okay.
Yeah.
Having any way to use your camera to do anything that isn't camera, once you've refreshed, you're at the top of a compressed deck, and you don't want to mill with it, and turn this card either into an attacker or into some sort of other effect is really, really good. Because the drawback of running cameras is that milling into a compressed deck is really bad. But this card lets you not do that. So pretty good.
It's very relevant if you're running any count of the camera event.
Also, discard to bounce on your opponent's characters. That's like really, really...
Yeah, it's really nasty.
That's a really good rate on that. Especially considering you get the camera to your hand as like a plus off the Amagi.
Yes.
Off the back row that you pay 1 when you play a Climax, add it to your hand.
This ends up working out to like what? Once this card is on the board, pay 1 search, pay 1 bounce. Like really good card economy. Unlike what you'd normally pay for these effects.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a level assist.
That's really nice, yeah.
This is like a big reason to play the Gamers package. Is playing this card.
Yeah, the amount of options that it gives you.
Yeah, it just gives you a lot of options on one card. Alright, next.
Alright, we've got level 3 Korone. When this card is placed from your hand to the stage, you may pay 1. If you do, choose an event in your waiting room and return it to your hand. So this also allows you to grab the Gamers event, or any other event that you happen to be running. Also, Climax combo. At the end of this card's attack, if the Korone choice, the one that combos with the level 1 combo from the trial deck, is in your Climax zone, deal 2 damage to your opponent, then choose a Climax in your opponent's waiting room, return it to their deck, and shuffle.
Oh.
So
Yeah, it's a free burn.
But you shuffle a Climax back. So if you are playing this combo, I would assume you only field 1 of it, and you perform the combo as your last attack.
Yep. Well, if your opponent has no climaxes in their grave, you don't have to shuffle anything back.
Whatever, they shuffle 1 back, you're still getting free burn 2s. That's still not bad.
I think that's very dependent on deck state.
Yeah, it depends on the game state, but it could be good, it could be bad. It depends how the game's going.
It's a thought-provoking effect.
I think this card would probably be completely unplayable if it was not also stapled to the really good level 1 Climax combo, but I think the fact that it is opens up a lot of potential deck builds.
Yeah, you can just throw 1 of these in your deck for the heck of it if you're playing the Korone level 1 combo, and maybe have it go off.
I forgot this card
existed.
existed,
Yeah.
to
You
be
could
honest.
just throw it. It's an easy card to throw in as a 1-of just to get that like final attack. Or you could just say fuck it and just say I'm gonna slam 3. I'm gonna use my stock on other shit this game.
It's probably actually
and I'm just going to turn cards sideways 3 times, and you'll burn 2 for free each time. Burn 2 on attack. Yeah, you shuffle Climax back, whatever.
Your opponent's dead, it doesn't matter.
It's true.
It's Weiss, you're flipping cards over from the top of the deck.
Your
You're either going to get lucky or not.
Opponent never cancels, yeah.
It is free damage push. For if you are playing the Korone choice already, literally no cost to include as a 1-of.
Does this set have a money counter event?
They have Wooly.
Because I was going to say, that's like something else you can use the stock for, right? Like, you play this down, you get your event card to your hand, and then since your actual finisher combo's free, you can push for game, but then even if that doesn't work, you can still hold up, like, some sort of defensive option.
It is... No, they just have Wooly. They don't have, like, a money.
Wooly's what?
-1 twice. -1. Yeah, 2/2 -1 sold twice. But no real money.
It's still nice though, right? Like you can kind of like hold those up if your combo doesn't kill.
Yeah, you can.
Or you get the best of both worlds and do what Brian said and just like run 1 of this. Get your free burn 2 and add the Wooly back to your hand.
Mm-hmm.
And then they can draw the Climax you shuffle back or whatever. Not your problem at that point.
Yeah. All right. Next card. Last card. This Korone. Whose card is this? This is mine?
Yours.
Oh, okay. Sick.
All
right. Korone and Sunglasses. During your turn, if you have another Hololive character, this gains 3k, so it's a 6/5 on your turn. And then when this is played from the hand to the stage, you may discard an event from your hand to the waiting room. If you do, salvage a character. So yet another way to turn your events into playables without milling. Pretty cool tech card. I don't know if you actually have the space to play this. But if you do, and you're playing the Gamers package, I think it's a good way to, turn your cards into playables. Maybe like a one of. It seems like okay. Like maybe a one or two of.
I think where you could really play it is if you're trying to run the Azusa and the Gamer event.
That's a
I
lot
think
of
this
mill.
could really. Well, yeah, that's why I think this could really shine, though, right? Because the Azusa only grabs level 1 and higher cards, so it can grab this.
And then
you're right, it is milling a lot of cards. You have a whole bunch of mill cards, but this lets you turn one of those mill cards into just a straight salvage instead of another mill.
Yeah, you're just like milling out your deck every turn, basically. You're playing that kind of deck.
Yeah, and this kind of lets you choose. Yeah, you can go all in on the mill and like dig super hard, or you can, after you use your Azusa, you can then decide to, okay, now I'll just pitch the camera event I don't need anymore, just for a straight salvage.
Give it a
Right?
C for cool.
Something you could do.
It is a thing you could do. I don't know if it's good enough, actually. At a 1/0 on turn 6/5.
Yeah, the fact that it's only big on turn is a little bit rough.
But I don't think
like
it's
it could go
bad.
either
I don't think
way.
it's bad. I
Oh.
don't think it's bad. It's like a gamers event only card, right? Like, if you're all in on this event package, this card might be good. Also, it has Korone wearing sunglasses.
Plus for the sunglasses.
All right, I think that's it for gamers. Any other thoughts on gamers?
I really,
Stay
really
gaming.
like this Gamers deck.
Yeah, the gamer
Yeah.
stuff, the whole package with the camera event seems really, really cool. I like the Okayu combo a lot. The Korone runner just seems like a solid staple.
Yeah.
This is
They've got
everything
good stuff.
everything No Game No Life could have been. I'm glad the
gamers.
gamers are finally getting their chance. Yeah.
Gamers rise up.
Korone and Okayu save gamers.
All right, we'll see you guys in Gen 3.